is that it's slightly bigger than a car park at Kmart.
Hands down on the grass, I think.
Not a sort of that. Oh, broke loose. We haven't had much sleep at all. The wind came in with a vengeance.
Welcome back to another episode of Travel Oz Off-Grid with Matt and Dan. Last night was a wild and windy night, so hopefully today, as we head out to Ellery Creek Big Hole, the weather improves a little bit with luck. Quite a lot of rain overnight.
Water on the roads at the moment. It's kind of nice to see.
It is, yeah. Makes for muddy, slippery roads. But anyway, we'll show you how it goes getting into Ellery Creek Big Hole.
The road into the campground at Ellery Creek was a little damp, but still okay. It was at this point though that we realised that where the silver Land Cruiser and caravan was actually our site, and they didn't really look like they were packing up. It had been a wet night though, so it was only 10:45 AM. So we headed to the day use car park and gave them some time to dry out. Little did we know that it'd be after 12:30 before they left. So we were all set up here at Ellery Creek Big Hole. So we're on actually site 11. So I think site 11 is actually the biggest of all of them. Some of them are pretty tight. Like we've got enough room to put our annex out as well as sort of sit or whatever else and park the car in front. So if you're thinking of coming and you've got a big van, although a big van would be interesting, like our van is classed as 14 foot, but it's 6 metres total to the front of the drawbar. So we only we fit in by about 1.5 metres and a little bit of room to the back. So if you are coming out here and you've got a bigger van, your only other option is one of the other roadside sites out there, which literally looks like a roadside stop rest area as you come in. And I'll, so just have a bit of a think if you're coming out, try to get site 11 if you can. It's certainly the biggest site there is. The site 9 is reasonably wide, but really short. So you'd nearly need to put your van in sideways, or good for a camper or a rooftop tent or something like that, where you might be able to open sideways, except for the very large rock stuck in the middle of it. So site 8 is very much a roadside stop. That's all you get. You basically rode in, campsite. So you need to make sure that you came in the right way so you weren't getting out into traffic. So this particular area here is site 4 and 5, I think it is. So there's 2 sites in the one area. So what you think is a nice big site is actually only 2. And then you come to site 12. Now, realistically, the only thing that site 12's got going for it is that it's slightly bigger than a car park at Kmart. And then we're back to us. I didn't show you all the sites because it's a bit weird if you go videoing people's campsites when they're all set up. There you go, quick tour. There are toilets, flushing toilets over there, which when we got here, 2 of them weren't, or in the men's, 2 of them weren't flushing, and of course someone had used them, which was just, what a pleasant sight. And you'll walk in there and that's what you get greeted with. But interestingly enough, got onto Starlink, onto our internet, emailed their office, and straight away there's actually a truck pulled up, and I'm pretty sure they're in there fixing it. So if that's the case, there's a credit to the Northern Territory Parks Been so prompt. Heading off on the Dolomite walk, so that leaves from the, so we're at the car park here, so we're heading out, and it actually does a big loop out from the bottom and then comes back in up the top there near the day use area. So I think it's about an hour and a half. What do they say, hour and a half? Hour and a half, moderate walk. So,
Sightseeing.
sightseeing.
Well, view.
Beautiful. So we're gonna.
Like views, obviously, over the basin.
Beautiful. All right, let's do the Dolomite walk. If you can carry the extra weight and burden of flies. It's black. The flies love black. Dolomite walk sure had some amazing rock features. I think Tam was just starting to get high on the fresh air. Looks like a dinosaur's back, ridgeback. You know, whatever that flower is, it's like so green. Oh, it's windy up here. These little fluff balls are a little bit deceiving. They might look fluffy and nice, but when you actually grab them, they've got spikes built into the fluff. It kind of hurts. So yeah, whilst they look like nice little fluff balls, they're not. They have a defense mechanism. That's some serious water that's come down here, and it's all come down through the rock hole. Ellery Creek Big Hole is a very popular swim spot in the warmer weather. Today though, it was a little cool. The amount of water that would channel through these gorges just blows your mind. You just have to look at the washed rock at the bottom of the wall to get an idea.
Come into Serpentine, Gorge, gone through a couple of muddy puddles. Now the car's all dirty again. See what today brings. So far the car 12-volt system decided it didn't want to play last night and went off, but it's now come back on and working again.
Well, we're not doing that one. We're not doing that one. It's a 1.1 kilometre walk into the gorge. So we are at Serpentine Gorge, which is just further west from, where are we?
Ellery Creek.
Further west from
Big Hole.
Ellery Creek Big Hole. And yeah, so we'll wander out and have a look at this gorge.
So, Serpentine Gorge.
Serpentine Gorge maybe gets its name from the way it's shaped. Out the back of the gorge, the creek winds its way through the towering red walls of rock and then squeezes through another narrow pass. If only I had charge left in my drone batteries, I would have flown it down there for a look. Tackling the lookout walk, which is about 1k up from the gorge, and I did say up, and I guess with any lookout it's got to be up, doesn't it? So headed up there somewhere. That's a big step. Well, we're halfway up to the lookout. There's a heck of a lot of stairs. View's not too bad so far, but we got a lot to go. Well, within the blink of an eye, we're at the top.
Don't know about a blink.
That was a pretty epic walk up the stairs.
Sweaty back.
But that's the view up Serpentine Gorge. Wow.
Recording me just in case I fall.
Yeah,
Thanks.
funniest time videos. Hey, back in the day, you'd nearly get a home stereo system and a VHS player. That was Serpentine Gorge.
Serpentine.
Serpentine. Not turpentine.
Not turpentine?
Not turpentine. So Serpentine Gorge, easy walk into the gorge itself.
It's beautiful.
Lookout walk.
The lookout walk. Oh,
Tough.
spectacular, but oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's a lot of uphill.
A lot of stairs.
Yeah, good knees, good legs, and pretty good fitness and good balance because, yeah, unbalanced and down you come.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
great views once you get to the
Oh,
top.
yeah, beautiful.
Spectacular. Unbelievable.
Well, we might, I don't know, maybe pop down to the ochre fields.
Cool.
So we've come up to the Neil Hargrave Lookout, which is between Serpentine Gorge and Ormiston Gorge, I think it is, or the ochre pits as well. Pretty specky lookout when they give you a couch to sit on. You can sit up here on your couch, enjoy a fire. I don't know why it's facing this way because I'd far prefer the view that way. Because the view that way is pretty much just the car. Obviously people love their cars. But the other thing that we find along the way is these little satellite dishes. Now these increase supposedly when you stand here and you put your phone. I've got no service, just satellite service from SpaceX, which is Telstra's new whiz-bang thing. You pop your phone there, and supposedly it's supposed to boost your phone service. So it's unlock phone. So it's obviously picking up phone service off there somewhere.
I got 1 bar of 5G.
I'm getting nothing. Yeah, well I've got 1 bar, but I don't know what it is.
No, it's sat.
There you go. So obviously that there maybe picks something up, beams it into there, which then
Yeah,
beams
yeah,
it into
look,
your
I
phone.
got one.
Oh, there you go.
That's me.
Oh, that's you.
That's me.
Oh, I got excited then, that was me. So Tam got, I don't know whether you can see that or not, but yeah, if her phone stay on. 1 bar, 5G. I get, oh hang on, I got 2 bars of something. 2 bars of
Sat.
sweet FA, really. Yeah, there you go. So that's what these little jiggers are for. Supposedly you can send a message or make a, I don't know how you'd make a call, but how would it go making a call? Who was it? What was his name? Neil Hargrave. Neil Hargrave, look out. And you can stop here for 24 hours, so you can camp overnight, but yeah, limited to 24 hours only. The Ochre pit was just a short drive down the road. These pits are apparently still used today for harvesting their ceremonial paints. This walk is nicely paved for everybody, suitable for wheelchair. Yeah, stone of the dream time. Look at that wall. So white and yellow ochre are mainly used for decoration or cosmetics. They're mixed with water or animal fat, such as from a goanna or possum or emu. It is made into a paste and smeared on the body with a finger. Red ochre remains the most symbolic and often feared ochre when used in Western society. Real orange section there. Incredible list of different colours all the way down. So just looking at this rock on here and the way that it's shaped, really looks like this may have been a rock that they used to crush it up. And maybe still do today, who knows?
Well, we're on the road again, on our way to Redbank Gorge for a couple of nights. So we'll take you along for the ride and see what we can find out there, and maybe do a couple of other walks somewhere along the way. So we'll see you there.
That's the photo spot.
Yeah.
We should have stopped there. We're just on our way to, well, we were on our way to our next camp, but I will pop into Ormiston.
Don't stand on the grass.
Oh, not, I saw it there. Just watching out for wildlife, crossing the path. And we thought we'd pop into Ormiston Gorge for a look on our way through. So, yeah, we're going to do 2 walks in here. We'll do the walk into the gorge itself, and then we'll do the lookout walk as well, which looks awesome. See what it's like when we get in there.
Well, the lookout looks awesome.
Lookout
to get up
awesome.
there may not look
Yeah,
awesome.
the getting up there may not be awesome, but yeah, I'll show you where it is from where we are. The camera certainly does not do the size of these cliff faces justice. The taller ones would have to be 200 to 300 metres high. I have no idea whether you can see that, but in the water there is a whole heap of fish just circling around. They have got an issue with apparently the fish dying. So whether it's because of, I don't know, maybe the unoxygenated water or what, but there was a sign up the front. I'll have a look at that shortly. So the fish die-off is apparently natural. Happens, generally occurs each winter. So the fish that we saw, or most of the fish that usually die off, was the
desert rainbow fish.
Desert rainbow fish.
And the fink hardy head.
Yeah. They also had there was a brim, a bony brim.
A bony brim.
Apparently, is another one that suffers really badly and dies off. So there you go. It's got nothing to do with you getting poisoned or anything, but it is
It's a shame.
to do with low oxygenated waters and just a natural cycle.
I'm gonna break through the piece of bread.
So we are starting the lookout walks, and again we seem to love these walks with lots of stairs. That's what happens.
It's nice when there's actual made stairs.
There's actually made stairs, you're not clambering over rocks. So, anyhow.
Can't see me past the tripod.
Oh, I have to hold you out to the side. I'll go this side. There you go. And watch
Then
what
you'll
you do.
lose your footing.
Many of you may be wondering why Tam is always at the back. That's because she prefers to go to the back and she doesn't feel like she's holding me up.
I'm slower.
I'm only walking at my pace anyway, so it doesn't matter. Or her pace anyway.
Not really.
What was that?
Sorry?
What was on the sign?
The Euro.
Euro.
E-U-R-O.
It's a kangaroo
It's like a kangaroo
that eats the spinifex.
that eats the spiky spinifex. It's the only mammal that eats the spiky spinifex.
Wow. That's got to hurt. Imagine
I reckon.
Imagine that sticking into
That
your
hurts.
schnoz as you're trying to... Yeah, it hurts to just walk past it.
When you brush past the bloody thing.
All the people going up there now towards the lookout have all just got off. Nice tour bus, TAA or ATT tour bus down there. They've all got their walking sticks and they're all on their way up to the lookout. I was just saying to Tam, that's why it's important to get out there and go and see this country while you're still young enough to do it and you've still got the fitness and the energy to do it. Because there's a lot of things that are very hard to get into.
That's right, exactly.
Get out there, people. Get out and do it. And the one thing I didn't mention before was that their tour guide didn't actually tell them that there were so many steps and it went up so far.
They'll
Just-
have a heart attack before they
just
get to
set
the
them
top.
off. So, I hope one of them's carrying a defib. Well, that was Ormiston Gorge.
Spectacular.
Yeah, but I don't know, I don't think it was quite as spectacular as some of the other gorges we've been to, but
No, that's true. Yeah.
the walk up to the lookout was a good one, and certainly probably a better view from the lookout to a certain extent because they give you the lookout platform and everything, and to top it off, a cafe,
At the bottom.
yeah, with a bacon and egg roll.
And a
And a
coffee.
Anyhow, we are moving on, back in the car, moving on now to Redbank Gorge. So about 35 k's or so down the road, and that's our next camp. So we'll see you when we get there. Alright, so I'll just show you our campsite. We, like I said, we're at the Redbank Gorge and we're in the Ridgetop campground. And we're on campsite number 1, which it's a beautiful campsite. Like, it's got an awesome view. fairly narrow. It's only, you know, but it's wide enough to put the van in. You know, we've got the van up against the edge there, and there's enough room for us to put our awning out. Now, the view is absolutely spectacular because we're right up on top of the ridge, but you can see right out down that way, and then we've got views out this way right down to where the gorge is as well. So that's the gorge entry down there, and the gorge is down just past the hut and where that van's parked. Hi.
Hi. We've come down to Redbank Gorge. Apparently it's a 1.2 kilometre walk, one way, 30 minutes, but thought we'd
have a look at Redbank Gorge. So it's very much a choose your own adventure, this walk. Once you get down to the riverbed, you pretty much just follow your way up the riverbed. Haven't seen any other markers or anything to take us, show us the way, but pretty much choose your own adventure. Redbank Gorge was a little harder to walk into than some of the others, but I tell you, it was well worth the effort needed. Look at that. That's one hell of a gorge. I will admit, at this point my fingers were shaking on the drone controls, and that's not what you need in this situation. Sometimes there's an advantage to coming into these places later in the afternoon. These little black flanked rock wallabies came out to play. There's still the two?
Mm-hmm. There's a little baby one.
Oh, the little one's there.
They're having a fight. I think he wants to get in the pouch.
Going in. Keep it there. Yes. Keep recording. There's 3 there now. So we got here yesterday. Absolute beautiful day. Sun was shining, blue sky, not a breath of wind, and overnight it all broke loose. We haven't had much sleep at all. The wind came in with a vengeance. 2 o'clock this morning we ended up pulling the awning down and rolling that in. and looks like it's gonna blow hard all day by the reports. So we're actually packing up, even though we've got another night here. We're actually packing up and we're heading down to the Woodlands campground, which was down a little bit lower. Fortunately, it's one of those things when you book a campsite up high on a hill with a lot of view, comes with its bad sides when it starts to get windy. So anyhow, we're going to get packed up and we're going to head down to Woodlands campground, see what's down there, and then hopefully today we'll get a chance. We're going to whip out to Roma Gorge and have a look out there. Well, we've come down to the Woodlands campground and we've pulled into our site. So we're at site number 3, which is virtually looks like a bus stop, but at least it's off the main track there and reasonably flat. It's not as windy as you can imagine. We're not perched on a hill, high on a hill like a lonely goat. And yeah, so we're set up here. We'll set up quickly. Not overly confident on what the weather's doing because what's coming over looks pretty ordinary. So we'll see what today is going to bring. We're going to ditch the van here and hopefully head into Roma Gorge. So yeah, we'll see what that's like and we'll do a quick run into there.
The Goiter Pass.
Goiter Pass, yeah.
So, well,
it's a high clearance 4-wheel drive only road in, and about 8.5 k's in from the main road, and you're literally just driving down the riverbed. So yeah, wouldn't try it in your Corolla, but we'll see how we go getting in there. Seems pretty good at the moment, and it's supposed to be a very nice gorge, but there's also apparently there's suppose probably dry waterfall today, but there's a waterfall in there that apparently you can't go past because there's a indigenous census you gotta go over the back. So we'll have a look when we get there. Right, so we made it into Roma Gorge. Fun drive in.
all right.
Tim had a bit of fun driving while I was flying the drone. But yeah, so heading out, Roma Gorge. Apparently it's a grade 3 walk, 650 metres, 20 to 30 minutes return. And it is actually a fairly sacred site. So like I said, apparently out the back of the falls is the spot where apparently is a sacred site. So you can't walk out past the falls area. Where they judge your size before you go in to make sure that you're fit. So apparently it was traditionally a men's special ceremony place, and women weren't allowed here, and a lot of the petroglyphs and stuff that are actually on the rocks, some of it is like it's all secret and sacred, and some of the things that went on here aren't allowed to be talked about to anyone other than people who have been initiated. That rock base there has so many petroglyphs on it. So there's literally petroglyphs everywhere. There are rocks there, rock there. That whole rock wall there is all full.
Oh wow, even this one.
So this rock pool is as far as you can come.
Oh wow.
You're not allowed to go any further. Look at the shape of that. Well, that was Roma Gorge, everyone, and a trip down what you might say, the Goiter Pass. Quite a good little drive. We're just making our way back out now, and we're going to head back to camp and have a nice quiet afternoon after a hectic night. Really bugger all sleep, so it might be a bit of a nana nap, and we'll see how we go. But we're going to end this episode here, I think, and it's kind of just the start of our West Macdonnell Ranges trip. So I guess we'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you really like this video. Subscribe to our channel, and don't forget our social media pages as well. So we've got Facebook and Instagram. If you like what we're doing, yeah,
Let us know.
let us know. Subscribe. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Be sure to catch our next episode when we visit Goss's Bluff, and then we head to Hermansburg to sample some local cuisine
Such a
and
small
find out a little known fact
town
about the
in the middle of
place
nowhere has 2 supermarkets.
before we air down and head into the beautiful Palm Valley. To make sure you don't miss it, just click that subscribe button. See you next episode. Careless driving that probably caused that cushion to come off, I reckon.